Welcome to the Murphy, Sam, and Jodi After the Show podcast.
Murphy, you will appreciate this podcast, I hope. Maybe you can give me some guidance.
Uh-oh.
Maybe you can be Manager Murphy and calm my nerves a little bit. So in this world of work, in the professional world that we all move and work in, if you're lucky enough to have, work, there are creative types and then there are non-creative types. I don't know what you call someone who's like a numbers person who handles,
I always call it left brain, right brain.
Okay, left brain, right brain.
Some people are more logical. Some people are more creative.
Correct.
Technical and creative, I guess, would be the best way to put it.
I am a creative person. And so the other stuff, the technical stuff, is such a mountain to climb. It makes me feel insecure. I do not excel at it. If you were to put me on a team, you put me in the creative corner and you're going to get real work from me. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, yeah. I think you're great. Ideas and actually, I think you're great execution and organization, which I would say is left brain more than you realize. Maybe there's a certain amount of art and right brain to, getting things organized. But why are you nervous?
So creative people, I find, like myself, are often dragged into stuff that's not creative.
Well, we are in a tech-based world. Is that
killing me?
You mean mind-numbing stuff?
But are people who are more left brain, non-creative types, are they dragged into creative? I'm curious.
Oh yeah, I think that's kind of the world.
Whip something up on the fly.
Something up on the fly.
Well, that's what being creative can be.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Creativity is the challenge with creativity is trying to come up with something fast sometimes stifles creativity.
Agreed. Anyway, I know that it's taking forever. I have a project. I've been assigned some work, and I'm excited about the work. It's creative. I'm excited about it. Sam knows about it. And I get to tell a story about a really cool client and something like that. But I just got my instructions, and it's going to take me an hour just to get my creativity to all the places it needs to go. I have to do a creative tracker folder. There's a SharePoint folder I have to deal in. There's naming conventions I have to follow. So once I've created this piece of art that I have to become a different person to get it to where it needs to go.
Is this the one that you had the 45-minute conference call on?
Yes.
And so then you have to go through an hour's worth of reading and figure.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like being assigned something in school, a project that I'm not fit for, and it's just, and it's Friday.
It's almost like
I have to do all of this before COB today.
It's like a creative drain almost.
It is. It's like two worlds colliding, and all the creative people are being asked to do this, and I'm excited to do the work.
It sounds like they're just asking you to organize it in one place.
I know, but that's not my bag. I feel like I'm going to mess it up. I'll probably send the wrong things, and I'm just worried about that part.
You're not going to mess that up. I think you don't give yourself enough credit for that.
Have I ever messed with a SharePoint folder that you guys saw was successful?
But I know you so well is that, and I guess you and I work off of each other very well because we're husband and wife in our personal lives. You don't really need to worry about the things that frustrate you. The technical frustrates you, and because it frustrates you, it gets in your way of actually your comfort zone of learning it, and so you block it out. And so some of these things, I think once you do this for the first time, it's pretty easy. I don't know why they're asking you to create. It seems to me that if you ask a bunch of people to create a bunch of folders, then you're going to have a disorganized situation because not everybody's using the same.
Oh, well, maybe I'm not being asked to create a folder. Maybe I'm just being asked to use a SharePoint folder. Okay. But I'm telling you.
And they want a naming convention.
I am going to mess this up.
Well, they want a naming convention because they want everything to be named similarly so it can be organized.
I know.
So this is pretty easy, honestly.
I know.
Literally, when you think of a folder, just think of a folder as a paper folder.
I know.
And it's all the stuff that's going in it. And a naming convention would be something that naming conventions predate any sort of computer anyway. The world is full of, naming conventions on paper.
Thank you.
So you'll be able to do that.
You're right.
I mean, let's say that they want the naming convention to, it's everything starts with the name of the day of the week it was done, and then a dash, and then whatever the year.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
my name's at the end of it, and then the date.
Today would be Friday -2026 - whatever, and that's a naming convention. And and if they want you to number it 1, 2, and 3, that's all you have to do.
Okay.
What Murphy is saying is true. Jodi, I know you and SharePoint
It's not going to go well.
You and links don't always work so well for some reason.
Because my brain.
Yeah.
And look, I'm not telling myself a story, so don't worry that I'm dumb. I know that. It's just not my area of strength. And correct, Murphy, I have been sheltered from it often, especially in our personal life. I haven't done taxes in 20-something years because I don't have to.
Oh, my God, I haven't either.
Murphy handles all of that.
This podcast brought to you by the IRS.
He also hasn't cooked or bought milk in 20 years. We are a very good balance.
Actually, I bought almond milk last week, but I understand what you're saying.
Right. But at work, I get thrown into the technical world where I do not feel confident. Even though we're in a very tech business, I'm the creative. I'm the art type of the business, not the science. And so that's going to be my afternoon. I am going to create something, and then it's going to take me double. It's going to take me about 5-10 minutes to create, and it's going to take me an hour to get it where it needs to go.
Well, write it on paper first before you try to do it in computer. If it's the naming convention, write it out what you want to know that you need to name. I mean, if it's
You're right.
If it's commercials that you're actually voicing or something like that, then you could, name them in advance.
It is exactly that.
Okay, well then you name it on your pad first, and then when you go to do it in SharePoint,
Same.
You've already got it in front of you.
Okay,
that makes
that's
it
great.
easier. And
And that's the thing. I don't want you to come save me. I don't want you to come save me either, Sam. And that's something I've done. You guys have helped me. You guys help me technically. I help you artsy sometimes.
Yeah, I understand you want to do it all yourself, but I mean, honestly, rest assured or feel relaxed or less anxiety knowing that there are people that will lend you a pair of eyes and say, oh, yeah, just click, click, click.
And once you've done it, I think it's you will get the swing of that.
If I'm able to do it without the sweet help of my team, I'll feel more confident. It will make me feel like, okay, it'll make me feel, so I understand about being out of your own comfort zone, but it's a big deal too. I don't want to mess it up because it's going to some high places.
You're not going to mess it up. And look, the thing about SharePoint links, I mean, I have trouble with them. That's, to me, there's a whole lot of Microsoft complication going on in the background when it comes to SharePoint and access and who sees what, and especially when you're working inside of any company's infrastructure where the IT people are the ones managing the back end of that. Mm-hmm. There'll be certain things that you can Google or ask AI to help you navigate in SharePoint, and sometimes it's not going to work in your company's system because they've got that feature turned off or whatever. So I wouldn't blame yourself on SharePoint. If
Nice.
I'm a tech person, but I do think that for many of the good things that Microsoft is, there are too many buttons, switches, screens, choices.
Too many options.
You're talking about a program, software that has been around now for 30 years. It's complicated. It's clunky. It's not, it's got too many choices and too many options.
And the people who build it understand it all, and it's not too much for them. But understanding that we all have different brains, we all learn differently. When I see even the instructions, my brain is just like, vibrating.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to have to take it. How do you eat an elephant? One little line at a time.
Yeah, this one actually just sounds easy to me. And I should say,
I know
too,
it does to you.
Look,
it does not to me.
No.
That's the whole point of this, but I'm just letting you know.
And I just want to clarify too. I'm not beating up on Microsoft. I think that's just a fact. I use the tools every single day. But anything in the world that has been around for a while is going to wind up developing its own layers of paint because it's redone, and then you've got a customer base that doesn't want to lose old features, and so you have to try to figure out how to maintain and build at the same time. So I don't envy the ecosystem there. I think it does wonderful things, but my point in SharePoint is that it can be eye blistering depending on how big the company is, because again, choices and going deeper into folders and subfolders and it's
and at some point your brain is only going to be able to latch on to a bit of that.
Yeah.
For me, that's why it's a challenge. The fewer things I have to look at, the the easier it is for me.
Do you think part of it also is because you were given a list of follow-up, and that in today's world, I think we're all kind of averse to list. If you see something with 10 things to do, we immediately seize up because like we've got so many things moving at any one given time. To stop and read is not something our attention spans let us do.
It is
well
that,
anymore.
but it's also the world it's dragging me into. It's not my world. I don't play on that field. I play on a different field.
Well,
and
at least it doesn't have to be done every day.
I know.
And look, there are plenty of there are plenty of people that they don't ever use social media. Some of them don't even have social media accounts because that's just it's not a world they want to be in. They don't care, and it's not a big deal, and they don't have to. Nobody's forcing them to use that technology.
Also, too, when you do, and this is something that might happen because I've seen it happen before, when you hit that final thing and you hit that link to upload it and something doesn't work.
It's going to tell me something's wrong.
It may not be you. I have seen many of these where it's like, what? And then you get the follow-up email. Hey, gang, sent the wrong link. Try this one instead.
Okay.
Again, if you hit it and there's a problem, ask.
Thank you. Okay. It's funny because we're sitting here talking about this, and I just realized Murphy is very technically wired. I am very non-technically more artsy wired. Where would you say you fall? Because we all have
I have to do both.
A little of both. But what's your strength? Where do you feel strongest?
I always used to think I was more creative. Mm-hmm. I think it's less now, and I've had to, even out more technical than creative.
Yes, Sam.
But I prefer being more creative.
Right.
Because I can use my brain.
Exactly.
I mean, I know I'm using my brain for the other part, but I like
using the other side.
I like using the.
It's almost it lights up a better part of your brain.
Yes,
that's what it feels like to me.
Yes, I want to I want to engage in it when it's creative.
Right.
Creative, because creative sparks emotion and feeling and all those. That's all that right brain side that makes having a balance of both. I think is great. I don't know that I'm naturally the most creative person in the world at all. I'm a good troubleshooter, but I think that's more left brain than it is right
absolutely.
brain.
Absolutely.
But that's always the way that I have been wired since I can remember being a kid, when I was bored and taking things apart to look at how they actually function and work. That's just
I never would have taken something apart. I would have played with it.
Yeah, I destroyed things I shouldn't have broken. Right?
Okay, well,
unintentionally taking things apart.
And I love math too, so that is that other side.
Yeah,
that
maybe you're a good balance. That's wonderful. So I'll try to. I feel a little bit less anxious. I am going to write some notes. So thank you for that. Is a very good piece of advice for someone like me who's going to tackle a technical project this afternoon after I, spit out some creativity, and then it becomes technical.
Oh, this might be one of those afternoons where I get a phone call, huh? Hey,
well,
look.
I'll try Murphy first.
She'll probably hit me up first.
Murphy first.
Missed any part of the show? Get it all on the Murphy, Sam, and Jodi podcast.